What's going on, everybody? It is Tony here with another comedic value cooking show. 2 days in a row. What? It's crazy. You can see that I have some whiskey here. It's Red Stag Black Cherry Bourbon, and we are making barbecue sauce with it. Most important ingredient of the barbecue sauce is this whiskey, Daddy's Little Bourbon. It'll cook out all the alcohol. It'll be safe for the kids, so it'll be great. First off, we got to add some ketchup. This whole thing, what size is this? This is 14 ounces of ketchup. So you can hear it sizzle in the pan because the whole thing's going in. Ew. Ew that. Alright. 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 So I got my ketchup in. That's gone. The whole thing. Next I'm adding some Dijon mustard that has Chardonnay in it. Not a lot of this. Not as much as the ketchup, but a little bit. There we go. That was it. I just kind of went boom, 2, 3, 4 and called it a day because I don't even care. So that's in there, and I'm going to give that a quick mix to give it that nice color. It smells like ketchup to me, and it smells like mustard to me as well. So the next thing I'm adding is honey. I got this from someone at work. It gave me fresh honey straight from wherever the fuck they got it from. But could you imagine it? My wife's back there. The Beehive! They got it from the fucking Beehive. But this honey's going in, drizzling it all in there, try to get all that little bit. It was about 2 or 3 tablespoons of honey going on in, and we're gonna mix it up. Put it on low. Oh yeah, getting sweet already. I have a little bit of salt, white and black pepper, and some garlic powder in this little bowl. Not a lot of each, just enough to get some nice flavor going on here. Let's get those seasonings on in. There we go. Gonna mix that on up so we got a little bit of seasoning going on. So we got the ketchup and the mustard, the Dijon mustard that is, and a little bit of seasonings with that honey. Now, about 3 tablespoons of brown sugar going on in. There you get. There it is. The brown sugar's in. You know you need that sweetness from the brown sugar in there. Mix that on up. Now I have apple cider vinegar. Super quick and easy this is, guys. So this is one of the last ingredients. Oh, that's vinegary. So about 1/4 cup of that. That should be enough. I don't measure. Measuring's for pussies. There we go. That'll cook down in that sauce as well. So this apple cider vinegar is going to cook down in it. And now we're getting to the main event, this Red Stag Bourbon. A decent amount of this is going in. Black cherry, delicious. I know you guys wanted to see me do this. I know you wanted that. Now it's going in. Alright, we used a decent amount of that in there, as you can see. Mix it on up. I might add a little bit more ketchup and a little bit more mustard just to get it a little thicker. It'll start to cook up here in a little bit. Cooking out that alcohol will thicken the pot, make this barbecue really, really good and delicious. But I'm not going to taste it yet until it's kind of, you know, the alcohol's out of there, because it'll be like, holy shit, what the fuck are you doing? But I'm going to get more ketchup. I had a little bit in here left of this one that the kids have been using. There we go. Added that in there. That one's gone as well. We're going to mix it all on up. You can smell the vinegar very fierce in here. I didn't add too much, just a little bit, but enough to get that acidy kick that you want from my barbecue sauce. And then we got the Red Stag in there. I'm going to add a little bit more because I'm ballsy. There we go. Oh yeah, that's going to cook out real nice. So I'm going to show it to you here. There it is, right there. Beautiful, luscious. It's going to thicken up as it starts to cook. As that Red Stag Bourbon cooks out of it. Oh, I know there's some people at work that are going to want to taste this. I'm going to be bringing it in probably, putting it on some things, seeing if they want it on their Wendy's chicken nuggets. We'll see what happens. One time I made a barbecue sauce at home. I made a boom sauce. It's half barbecue, homemade, and half buffalo sauce mixed together. A little bit of a kick, a little bit of a sweetness. Very, very good. I've made that actually on my YouTube before, but I took it into a Wendy's. And they were like, what kind of sauce do you want? I was like, fuck you. I got my own sauce. I was like, You know, I was doing all that shit. So, oh, this is cooking up nice. This is going to be fucking great. Oh, it's starting to smell very bourbony. Oh, that is... Whoo, that's alcohol. Holy shit. It's going to be fucking awesome. I'm excited. I can't wait to make a fucking chicken patty at midnight or something. What else would I do? Chicken patty at midnight? But this Dijon is pretty... It smells pretty good, surprisingly. Because I don't really like mustard at all, but you need it in here. It's crucial to a barbecue sauce for me. Same with when you're making like a balsamic dressing. It kills the acid of the vinegar so hard that it's kind of necessary to have it in there. But we are cooking this up, and it is really, really looking good. It's thickening up just a tad. It might be a little thinner than you'd expect from a barbecue sauce because I'm not adding water that evaporates quicker. I'm adding liquor, and it doesn't evaporate as quick as water, so it doesn't thicken as fast. But once it's hot and good, once it gets into the fridge and starts to cool, it'll thicken on its own. As it cools, it'll be fucking great. I'm going to be putting it in these bottles. These are about $1 each. These fantastic bottles. They got nice lids on them. You take the lid off like so, and you can put it here just like that. And then when you're ready to shut it, you shut it. It's great. So we got that going on. So I got 2 of these fantastic bottles that we are going to be filling up pretty soon. They were about $1 each. Oh, this is cooking up nice. I might let it cool down on the stove before I go putting hot-ass shit in these plastic bottles. But I fuck up all the time doing shit like that. I'll be like, why'd the barbecue sauce come out of the bottom of that? Because it's plastic and you put hot-ass shit in there and it melted. Oh. Okay. Anyway, this bourbon smells like it's cooking out a little bit. It still smells so good, though. Oh, my God. So we're about to taste it just to see what it tastes like. Taking one of my fancy spoons. Here we go. The alcohol didn't quite cook out yet. That would get you drunk. Alright? It just would. But it's really good, though. It's got the sweetness from the honey that you want. And then it's got all the... What are you doing? You need this? My oldest is trying to build a shoe rack for my wife. I refuse to build it. He hasn't built it. She's had it. She's owned it for weeks. None of us would build it. He's building it now. He's in there MFing it. He's like, motherfucking shoe rack. Fucking... Seen him on the floor. It's quite funny. You know, when children try to build things, and it's so funny. He doesn't want to build it. No one does. Who would want to? Nobody. But she needed it. So, but this barbecue is boiling now. Rapid. Gonna turn it down just a tad because we don't want it to overcook. Get the ketchup and everything in there all terrible looking and terrible tasting, you know. But, oh, that smells good. Oh my God. This is going to thin out very, very nicely. It's going to be phenomenal. It's going to be phenomenal. So what I'm going to do is, since I don't own a funnel, I don't own one. I wish I did, but I don't. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a paper plate. I'm going to fold it in half and rip it. Okay? Then I'm going to fold it again. Make a little funnel, and we're going to put it in this lid. Just like this, somehow. I've done this a million times, it's just not working out right now. It doesn't have to be huge, it just has to kind of fit in there. You just have to hold it like this while you pour it, so that way whatever gets on the side just goes right in. But I'm also lazy. So whatever I get on my hand, I get to eat after. So who cares? I just wasted a paper plate to show you that. But, oh well. Sometimes you have to rip paper plates. Where'd the garbage can go? I gave it to my child. You hear the crazy dogs fighting and playing? Alright, this... Oh, man, it smells good. It is definitely hot. It is definitely thinner than you'd want. Maybe I added too much liquor. I don't know. And don't care. Because it's going to be phenomenal. Because once it starts to cool down, it will definitely thicken up. So I'm not worried about it right now. It's just hot and thin. You know, like your spaghetti sauce kind of is when it's super, super hot. But then you see it sit, it thickens up. Kind of same deal. But it will thicken up soon. It will be great. Let's look at it one more time. So there it is. The barbecue sauce. Like I said, it's super thin. It doesn't even drip off of this right now. But as it sits here and thickens up, it will. I'm going to be putting it into these bottles pretty soon. Just not right now. I'll wait till a little bit after the video and everything else to do it. But that is my black cherry bourbon barbecue sauce. And you guys have to try it. It's super good. There's a lot of bourbons you can use. This Jim Beam Red Stag's what I've used. You can use any black cherry you want, but it's got to be black cherry for this specific recipe. You can use any flavor you want. If you want to switch it up, make it your own, fine. Black cherry is what I use because I love how sweet and how tart that is. It's very, very good. Very good. But what I tasted was super good. We're just letting this cook out a little bit more. And then I'm going to put it in these bottles and call it a night. But you guys stay laughing. Stay positive. Don't forget to check out that podcast because we are doing some shit on that podcast. All right. I'll catch you guys later. Boom.